you've caught a lot of guys. What stands out about how poised Parker has been early on in his starts?
Uh, he's got everything he needs. He goes out there with you know, the right head on his shoulders, the right mentality, not letting any moment get too big, and he just goes out there and throws strikes, pounds the zone, knows that when he has the opportunity to expand, he takes advantage of it. His pitches are like they feel so elite. Yeah, he was awesome tonight.
And you hadn't caught him prior to last week, is that correct?
Correct.
So what is that like catching a guy? You're in August, almost September, and you're catching a guy for the first time. What is that? How do you learn quickly? I guess.
Well, I guess just having years in the game, you kind of get used to that kind of thing. But yeah, I think we did a really good job from his first outing that morning, just getting on the same page in terms of what are his strengths, what does he like to do, how would he rank his pitches, where does he like to go in these situations, just that kind of thing. And then obviously in the warm-up, being able to see how his type of pitches move and how to, kind of coming up with ways to blend them off of each other and ultimately go out there and help him have the best possible outing he can do. And, he makes it easy by going out there and just competing and throwing a lot of strikes and honestly just putting a lot of pressure on the offense.
How much did it help that first inning just to score some runs and kind of take the pressure off?
Yeah, it's huge. I think anytime we can go out there and, put a few runs up on the board, get the momentum going, and then a shutdown after that on Parker's part, it's huge. So, kudos to the boys on both ends. It was a really good night tonight.
Vogt said that the dugout just felt like it was having fun for the first time in a while. Did you feel that kind of weight come off all your guys' shoulders?
Yeah, for sure. The vibes were really good, and I think that started from when we got into the field early today. We kind of understood the type of situation that we've been a part of the last few days and how we wanted to change it. So, coming into the clubhouse, the vibes were really good and, translated to the game today.
When he's pushing the pace like that, what's that do for the defense out there?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, everyone's on their toes. They're in every pitch. And it also puts pressure on the offense to kind of try to match that pace or find ways to slow him down. And that's very hard, especially when he's doing the things that he's capable of at his best. So, yeah, kudos to Parker. He was awesome. And, he really goes out there and competes. And, the boys definitely love seeing that, right?
What do you think are his best pitches, Bo?
I think it's definitely his changeup. That's been his strength, seems like, for a while. Watching video on him, just kind of learning what makes him tick. But honestly, everything just works so well off each other. I think each pitch complements the next. So, while his strength is the changeup, being able to pair the heater with that and then, working the slider off of that and figuring out ways to get the curveball in there, I think everything is just working its way off of each other just to make him such an effective pitcher overall.
What did you think of Parker?
That was fun. Really outstanding. I mean, he's just pumping the strike zone, coming right at him. I love Albie was talking with me during the game, just the way he pushes the pace of the game. He puts a lot of pressure. He keeps them. Our guys are on and off the field real quick, attacking the strike zone, quick outs, cutting punch outs when he needed it. But just the first pitch strike execution, he gets them on their heels right away, and just love the way Parker threw the ball tonight.
You just offensively, what you were able to do in that first inning. You talked about getting guys to relax and getting good at bats. Did you feel like that's what you saw in the first?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kwani getting us going. Kwani's had a rough month. We know that. But, for him, getting us going. When he goes, we go. And, it was good to see Kwani get us cooking. And then, obviously, Kafe gets a 4-pitch walk, and we're in business. And I just thought we had really good at bats there in the first.
Talking about Quan, I was here kind of early, and he was out in the field almost by himself. Not by himself, you know what I mean. But what does that say to you about him knowing his importance and what that meant?
Yeah, Kwani is one of the best outfielders in this league. We know that, and it's been a tough month, like we said. That's what's true. He's still a really, really elite hitter. He's out there working, and all of our guys are working. We talk about it every day in here. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep pushing, and it was really good to see him get a result tonight and some good swings.
Really solid message, just kind of in line with what you were saying before the game, like that big league ready demeanor. Like he just pumps strikes in there the way he does. It's all connected.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you pitch at the big league level. You have to attack the strike zone. You have to get big leaguers out in the strike zone, and Parker did that today.
A couple of bats where that's what his stuff can do.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it now for a couple games. Obviously, it's very early, but just the way he commands the baseball. He can go in, out, up, down. Really good off speed and good command of the fastball.
So, we don't talk about this often, but Bo caught 3 pop-ups. But the first one he caught in the second inning, it made me think about you talking about sometimes in tough times, a good smile would help. And just seeing him kind of catch the ball, smile, get razzed, just how much do those little things add up in the long
Yeah,
run?
I mean, I think obviously the first inning runs were huge for a lot of factors, but the dugout had life tonight for the first time in a while. We were having fun. We were joking around, doing back to being us, and haven't been able to do that much over the last week and a half. So it's good to see the guys relaxed. Good to see us having fun. Just ball talking, and Bo just continues to quietly have an unbelievable defensive season back there, and just can't say enough about him.
What did you feel like when you scored the first run?
It felt great. Obviously we talk about scoring first, and we were able to do that tonight. But just to see the way we did it by stringing hits and walks together. Bo with a huge sac fly. Clearly Baz was great tonight. He had some elite stuff. I mean, we didn't get anything going after the first, so we got to him early, and that's why we won the game.
Said last week you hadn't seen him pitch yet. Feeling pretty good about it now?
I'm sorry?
You said last week you hadn't seen him pitch yet. Feeling pretty good about it now?
The first 2 have been fun to see. Yeah, I mean, it's a great story for our whole org, and but it's about Parker and his family. It's a lot of fun.
Now that Santana is no longer with Ball Club, Mandy is going to get a lot more opportunities.
Santana's still here.
Or I'm sorry, but Manzardo, what are your expectations for him?
I mean, he's been playing every day now for 3-4 months, so we're going to see he's going to continue to get a lot of at bats versus right-handed pitching.